What's up, pirates? How we doing today? Today we're going to talk about the dirty pirate. We're going to talk about the dirty pirate because he's vital to being a pirate. They were in the muck. The pirates were in the muck. They lived on the ship mostly, long voyages, had to repair the ship, on the ship, filter their own water, find their own food. I mean, it's not like they had readily available showers. So we're going to do the dirty pirate today because the dirty pirate is vital. No fancy, nothing. We're going to go with just rags, right? Rags I found in the garage, stuff that... And we're going to talk about avatars and finding your avatar because the world is a freaking show, right? And it's just a big fire sale these days. And why not? Why not Ready Player One it, man? I think my ultimate goal is to go out in public every day dressed as a pirate. Yeah. You know, and go skateboarding still and drink some Mad Dog 2020 and set a dumpster or two on fire. I've never done that. Anyway, so back to the dirty pirate. What we're going to start with was the sweatpants, right? We cut off our sweatpants, and you have to start with a long pair, and then you have to go to a short pair that's maybe a different color, a little bit contrast but match. You know, you don't want to be a wild pirate. And so what we're going to do is we're going to layer these up, layer the bottom pants up, and these are old sweatpants, as you can tell, cut up as well. And so what we're going to do is we're going to throw these on, and you want to bring these up. You want to bring these up a little bit higher than these. You don't want a big thick bundle of stuff that, you know, that you kind of look like a padded pirate. You don't want to be the padded pirate. So you got to, you know, and you want to tighten them up. Hey, look, if you're going to go out in public like a pirate, you have to secure these two bottom layers because you're going to have on the sash, long shirts, and the sash. And if your bottom layer goes diaper on you and you got the underneath layer, the bottom layer going south and dragging your drawers down, and you're trying to get to a place where you got the diapers and you're trying to hold on, and you got to go through this layer, and you got to go through this layer, and then you got to pull this layer back up, and you're wearing this diaper for a few minutes. No. Before you leave the house, you got to cinch that up. If you're it's Halloween time, man. If you're going, you're dressing as a pirate, and you're going to the haunted houses, make sure your stuff's together, man. Don't be the pirate that lost his drawers. You know what I mean? Cinch those bottoms up so you don't get a diaper effect. All right, and then what we're going to do for shirts, we've got this one. I believe it says 959 on it, or 955 or whatever. I think this is an old Levi's shirt. Probably came from a box store. You know, it's got that long john feel to it, and it's big. It's oversized. And so what we're going to do is we're going to throw this guy on, right? And that's going to be our bottom layer. And I'm going to start with the second layer because there's 3 layers to a pirate pretty much, right? There's your first layer, then you got your second layer, sash and things. Then you're going to have like a coat. Your third layer is going to be like a coat, belts, your cutlery, you know, your powder for your gun and things like that. So we're going to pull out this Wookiee shirt. This is an old Wookiee. Some old fan gear stuff, right? And we're going to throw him on first because I talk about crossovers and how you don't have to be just an old dirty pirate from those days. So we're going to throw on a piece of fan gear that's all raggedy and tattered. Now, like I said, you got to cut on your shirts. This one has been like this for years. And I found it. I'm like, oh, no way. And so I was like, I got to put it on. I got to try it out. And so I'm literally trying this out for the first time with you guys. But, so, you got to have your layers. And then you're going to do your sash. Sash is last. Now, remember I said cut up a bed sheet. I fold mine over. I make them wide, and then I fold them. If you look, I hope you can see it. There's like 2 layers there. And then you're able to just sash up, you know. And I don't know. Or, you know. So there you go. There's and of course we'll start weathering. I haven't done any of the weathering stuff. And the sash is key to being the pirate. Without the sash, you know, people just, sometimes you might just look like a bum. And I think the ultimate goal for me is to wear the pirate out in public every day and get used to it. Because why not? And Generation X, man, I'm gonna say that Generation X really started the cosplay, right? The baby boomers, they played cowboys and Indians, and that's kind of what they had. And I'm sure there's other civilizations that dressed up and did whatever. But in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, the whole world started seeing the same thing. And kids all over Japan, Russia, it didn't matter, wanted underoos. We were wearing underoos. We were choking each other out trying to tie, you know, towels around our neck as capes. And we were cutting each other's oxygen off trying to do. But we did. Trying to use a towel as a cape, and you couldn't tie it very well. We don't even want to talk about Star Wars and Star Trek cosplay in the 80s. I mean, it was on like Donkey Kong. And so there was a lot to the 80s. Now, I'm not taking away from new cosplay, because they're on another level, man. They got the LEDs. I saw this Hulk Buster costume that was actually an R2-D2. And it was like, oh my God, what am I seeing? R2-D2's like... But so I'm not taking away, but I'm pretty sure Generation X probably just needs to start finding each other. Like, just find your avatars, because yeah, the watch the world. It's a joke, man. I mean, it's a joke. So why not, right? All right, so we're gonna take this one off. We're gonna lose this one, and I found another cool one. Now this is a card heart, but I want to show you. Look, oh God, it's pretty wicked. Look at that. Look at this wear. Look at this wear. I mean, this shirt's been through it. It's old. It's been through it. Look at that. And this is one of my old man's. Hope he doesn't mind I cut it up, but look at how long the old man wore it. He was an iron worker. My father was an iron worker, so he was one of those guys, man. And but you got to cut it up. You got to cut it up, because if you don't cut it up, then you're just then you just smell like Teen Spirit, man. You got on baggy shirts, baggy t-shirts, man. You're not a pirate. You know, you smell like Teen Spirit. Teen Spirit in a diaper. All right. Because you didn't secure your first layer. All right. All right. So, cut it, you know, kind of square. You got to let the bottom shirt show. The pirates always, you know, had the chest thing. Not that I'm old, but they always had their chest open. You got the baggy sleeves, and then you know, throw on a sash, because like I said, that's the top offer. That tops off the whole thing, right? Is the sash. That's the goal, is to be able to wear the sash out in public, and but you gotta keep your layers all right. You gotta, like, I'm all bundled up a little bit, and that's what I said. You gotta separate, and then like the third layer that we haven't got to yet is more the belts, the cutlery, your chains, your any kind of jacket that you're gonna put on, any kind of jacket that you're gonna wear. Yeah, and so the dirty pirate, the messy pirate. No fancy nothing. This came out of the garage. This one I think was in a bundle under the bed of stuff that needed to go. The sweatpants are just old, worn out sweatpants. This is a bed sheet. So literally, you can make your pirate. This is my fern tree. Man, I gotta tell you guys, my house is haunted. Right, my house is haunted. I started the channel originally to catch some paranormal activity, and we caught a little bit, and I'll get back to that in another video. But I started the channel to talk about my house. It's got antiques, late 1800s, and I think the oldest we got is late 1800s. And so my mom was an antique collector, and she's no longer with us. God rest her soul. Love my mother. And she could be the one haunting the house. I don't know, but the house is definitely, it's not critters running around on the walls. It's not, it's weird. And we did catch something. So I tried to incorporate that in my pirate, but it didn't go over too well. But dirty pirate is essential, or you're just a poser. And you literally can take anything from the house and make a pirate costume. This is an old tore up shirt. I even gave this one a tail, right? This one's got a tail to it. So your bandanas don't have to be an actual bandana. You can use whatever. So, get your pirate on. You might need it one day, because the aliens are coming.